Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Very much thank you for joining me here today. I hope you're having an amazing day as well. We're going to take a look at Rose. Just before we do, we jump into Bitcoin, see what's going on there. I think it's important to understand that we are making higher highs and higher lows, establishing very strong highs right now for Bitcoin. And that's really ultimately the reason why we're seeing a lot of altcoins taking off. I think we're up almost 6% on the day for Bitcoin, and we had a 6% day 2 days ago with a slight correction yesterday. So higher highs, higher lows, really good stuff here from Bitcoin. We're back up above the 200-day simple moving average, and ultimately looking like we're back on track, breaking that lower high, lower low pattern. Okay, that's a really big deal right now, especially going into the weekend. So all in all, great stuff here from Bitcoin, kind of trickling into other altcoins like Rose. Now, before we jump in here, I want you to know I love teaching people how to trade. This is always for educational purposes, but just note that, this is something that I do every day for work, and I love my job. So I love interacting with my community. I have a trading community where I send out signals for every single trade that I take, and ultimately I'm creating a trading academy that'll be released next month, essentially, whereas I have just a bunch of detailed videos that helps you understand how to become a better trader step by step, every step of the way. So great stuff there. That'll be available in January next month, of course. So be sure to lock in your rates if you can, because the rates are increasing next month as well based on that demand. So obviously check that out in your own time. Now, for Rose, let's go ahead and take a look at the moving averages first. 50-day set moving average was working as a resistance for almost a full week. Today it broke that trend, obviously, based on the fact that we have some pretty good, or less fear, uncertainty, and doubt in the market, right? Good continuation from Bitcoin, therefore we're seeing good continuation from Rose. Also note too, yesterday the price rejected off of the previous all-time high of 28 cents, okay? Now we broke through that, of course, today, but it's common for a resistance to be broken very hard, very fast when you have a healthy pattern in the trading, of course, from Bitcoin, but also when you break through those major resistance zones and you try day in and day out and it eventually happens. So all good stuff there for Rose. So we like to see that. We're up over the 200 as well, and we're back over 50 on the RSI. This is a very, very good sign. This basically implies that we're in bullish territory. I think it's obvious to see that candlestick from today, but generally speaking, that kind of seals the deal, right? What also seals the deal here too is a MACD convergence, which occurred basically overnight, and that essentially tells us that we're in really, really good shape to see a continuation from Rose to the upside, right? So usually when you see a one-day MACD convergence, it really just tells us that the momentum is truly shifted from bearish to bullish, because in a 24-hour period you can see that takeover, so to speak, right? So smaller time frames give you kind of quicker averages, and those can turn around faster, but a MACD convergence on the one-day chart is a really good sign right now, okay? Now, looking at the simple moving averages here, we can see we're up above both. You can tell that price got rejected out a few times in probably about 12 hours straight, where the price couldn't pass a 200-day simple moving average, and it effectively broke, and then came back down and bounced off as a support. Awesome stuff. We'd like to see that. But you can also see we broke through the major Fibonacci retracement level about 30 cents, so also good too. So my speculation is the price will probably continue to, well, if it were to retrace, which I'd expect because we can see this long continuation pattern here, we should expect the price to kind of come down closer to either the 200-day simple moving average or 30 cents. So to summarize, between 29 and 30, we should expect to see the price consolidate, because Bitcoin right now is at 8 on TD sequential. We shouldn't expect much more continuation to the upside. We should expect some kind of consolidation. If that were to happen, Rose would essentially consolidate too, right? Because again, it's not reliant on Bitcoin completely, but if Bitcoin isn't pumping, it's not going to either, okay? So we got to be realistic there that Bitcoin might be nearing the end of its push or its burst for today. That could happen. So that being said, let's look at TD sequential and see how far it is continuation are. Now, this is something I'd just like to kind of specify here. If you're new to TD sequential, it basically takes the fourth previous candlestick and counts up from there. In other words, counts up to a 9. Once you hit a 9, you should expect the price to retrace or consolidate. Well, it consolidated for about, I would say, 12 hours, and then it continued to increase upwards. But this continuation, you could say, is very, very strong. In other words, it's 2x from the point in which it should have stopped, if that makes any sense, right? So we got to be realistic in the fact that it shouldn't 2x even further from here, right? Again, logic just tells us that, based on diminishing returns, we can't expect it to continue to go up, okay? So just trying to be real with you there. I want Rose to continue to increase, but if it does, it's going to fall back down flat on its face if it goes up too high too fast, right? So we want a consolidation period that's longer than only 12 hours. We need a 24-hour consolidation closer to support between 29 and 30 cents. That would ultimately be the best to leg up again and have a comfortable continuation, okay? So again, those are things I just want to see. Do I get what I want at all times? No, no. Crypto has a tendency of proving you wrong day in and day out, right? But it's all about celebrating the wins and effectively making sure that you maximize your profits, right? And that's usually where I like to come in. So we'll talk about that here in just a moment. But what I want to note here is on the 1 day chart, correction, the 1 hour chart, sorry, Ichimoku cloud is probably giving us all green signals. Yep, we're up over the cloud. Lagging span is free and clear of any price action. And the consolidation over here is not really going to be a problem if it were to occur. In other words, we want to keep our position open here and not consider selling because it hasn't given us any indication to want to sell. And the Ichimoku cloud is a very conservative indicator, right? So it's one I like to use personally, being a conservative trader myself. I like to take profits when I can and not get too greedy. I'm not a diamond hand holder per se. I have a HODL account, yes, but I don't, when I'm traditionally trading swings or day trades, there's no reason not to take profits if you have the opportunity. And this is a good way to kind of identify that, but we're not there yet. So what we want to do is wait for the lagging span to intersect with the price action. It could be here, it could be here, it could be never, right? We don't know. But when that happens, that's a case in point where you want to consider closing your position, or just maybe just say trimming if you want rows to be your long-term hold, right? If you're a diamond hand holder for rows, there's nothing wrong with that. I hope you don't take offense to when I say that. It's just that, again, there's different trading styles, right? And you want to work within your means. Rows has long-term potential for sure. And if so, dollar cost average, add to your position now. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're swing trading or short-term day trading right now, for example, you might want to consider waiting until it comes back down to 29 or 30 cents. Because the likelihood of it continuing upwards from here is fairly low, at least in the immediate future. Long term, sure, different story. But I hope you understand what I mean by that. And then as far as big picture, let's go ahead and just say, taking profits, for example. What I'd recommend doing is consider taking some profits closer to either A, now, because I think the likelihood of Bitcoin continuing much higher right now is lower. And then, consider maybe taking profits about 33 cents instead of 34 cents, right? So whenever there's a major Fibonacci retracement level, go just below that. Okay, and that's what we do as a community. We stay profitable pretty consistently, and it's led to like an average 80-85% success rate for my trading style based on that sentiment alone, by always taking profits at the right time, not getting greedy and trying to shoot for the moon, right? So if your take profit target is at 46 cents, the all-time high, you're doing it wrong. Your third profit target maybe, but your first one should be much closer. Okay, so again, just something to think about, right? You don't have to do that, but it works well for us. And if you want to be part of that, you can feel free to consider joining. And some of you are probably nodding your head right now like, yeah, I know what he's talking about, because you've seen those results, right? And it's just the way that it works. Again, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination a professional. I've just been trading for 15 years and I love trading, and I think it's all about how to take profits versus find the right entry and find the right exit. It's pretty straightforward. Anyways, to simplify this here, Rose is going to continue, I think, long-term. We're in good shape. I do think 46 cents is very likely in the relative near future. What I mean by that is month or two, okay? Because again, I'm more conservative. If we're going to have a healthy continuation here, we need a couple days of consolidation before it legs up again. If it goes up again a couple more times, take a look at this. History is an indication. Look at this. This is what oh, sorry, that's a terrible, terrible line. Oh, geez. All right, here we go. So let's do this here. I want to show you something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of trading, okay? So we got 5 days of trading. Price goes parabolic, 133%. What happened afterwards? Huh? I know Bitcoin sold off, don't get wrong. But, truth be told, that happens when things go parabolic. We're at the beginning phase of a parabolic increase, right? If it does that again 3 or 4 more days in a row, you bet your tail it's not going to pass that all-time high. If it does, it's going to come right back down, okay? So just be realistic here. Again, we can't control that, but we can control how we react to it, right? And by not FOMOing in is a good start, but also, making sure that we're taking profits when we can. So my recommendation on take profit targets is 33 cents, maybe just say 35 cents, perhaps even 40 cents, and working our way up, right? Add to your position as the price continues to retrace, and of course, dollar cost average if this is your long-term coin. And a lot of different theories, a lot of different things you can do, but ultimately, I do feel Rose has good potential to break its all-time high in the next couple months, but I don't want to see that happen today, okay? Hope you understand that. Thank you so much for joining me here. Of course, if you're not currently a community member, consider joining. Love to get to know you a bit better, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon.